a jump in the studio. Marco bullies a Ford Falcon. And me and FJ drive into a wall. Hello. Right then, we start tonight with a little race. We wanted to know the quickest way to get, the quickest way and the quickest vehicle, to get from Surfers Paradise to Ormondson Gorge. So, I would be driving the new Ford GT, and as in the last episode, I will be obeying road rules and not driving on the train line. FJ will be driving the Ford Escort Rally Edition, and he will be taking some dirt tracks. And finally, Kieron will be in the new 2017 Ford Raptor, and he would take the river, the most direct route that goes all the way up into the gorge. So, in a river, Kieron in a Ford Raptor. On the road, but obeying road rules, myself in a Ford GT. And on the rally tracks and off-road, FJ in a Ford rally car.
Or Jim Car.
So it's pretty much to see which is the best Ford car, really.
And which way of transport is the best. 3, 2, 1, go!
Right, I am off. This has a lot of power.
God, I can't remember.
The problem is, though, this route is really confusing at points. Anyway, I am off. Up into second gear. I better not get confused by this really stupid route. In between me and this place is going to be a big rock, so I need to be aware of that as well. But I'm just going to be comfortable in this car.
Absolutely lovely.
I mean, I am loving this. I'm not even having to be prepared, and I'm not getting soaking wet or anything like that. This car is so comfortable.
I didn't check the map to see what route I'm meant to be going, so I might get lost.
Now, unlike these other guys, I have one
road.
of the simplest routes ever, because I can just follow the river, the dirty, murky river. All others have to find which way they have to go around. FJ has to pretty much go on rally routes to the end. Just a few different things, but I've been caught in the river. No, go, power.
The issue is, do I get there first, or does my gearbox go?
Don't lose it round here, shift down. That was the long way round. That has cost me slightly. Oh no, I'm twisting around again. This is bad.
All I really have to do is, I'm not allowed out of second gear, and I've got to have the default tune, so I can't have a really long second gear that goes to like 200 miles an hour. I've got to have the default tune, and I'm not allowed out of second, until I get on a dirt track at the end. Kieron, how fast are you going?
88 miles per hour. Getting up to 90 now.
Right. Okay, you're going faster than me.
93. Hopefully I don't hit a rock, because that would be really bad.
Right, which way do I go?
I think I'm going to be coming up to the rock place.
I think I've got to go straight over.
No, this is starting to open up now. I can see someone ahead of me on the road to the side. I don't know if that is FJ or Marco.
Right, I've got to keep on this road. I'm on the right road.
Thing is, though, even if I'm using this car, it is just so good in here. So I think I could do really well. Someone is taking off road. I believe that is FJ ahead of me.
Oh my god, this is going to be monumentally close. Right, just get on the dirt track and get into power. Yes. I've got to get back into. No, I've gone wide. I made a mistake. Right, on dirt tracks, allowed into third gear.
Yes.
Oh no, I've gone wide. Oh no, I've spun it. Oh, bollocks.
I'm getting close to the end here. I can see the mountain. I'm into the town, which could be really bad, because I could be really far behind. I believe I've gone off the track. No, I am not in the river now. I've took a diversion, but it's fine. I'm back in. Now I have to stop. Oh, there is the river. There is the very small river now. I don't believe I'm going to be here first, lads.
Oh my god, yes.
No! I believe my colleagues are already there. Still in the river.
Yay!
That was
Ah.
monumentally close, but... Oh my god.
Ugh.
Kieran,
My colleagues.
I've got some bad news for you.
No, I've just fell off. And I can see my colleagues are here because of racism yet again.
Do you want to guess who arrived first?
I'm guessing it was you.
It was. By the smallest of margins.
So good job.
Do you know, it's quite funny that you say that, because I absolutely hate the Ford GT with passion.
So why the hell are you in it?
Because I wanted to make sure the person driving it didn't cheat.
The Ford GT is a great car. I don't know what you have against it.
The only thing I have against it, if you have traction control off, you're dead.
Don't have it on then. I mean, most road cars have traction control now and loads of assist, so you need it on.
Okay, with that then, it's back to the studio.
Okay, so you won then, that challenge.
Yes, I did, which means if you want to drive from South Stratus to Almost Gorge on this game, use the Ford GT. But anyway, now it's time to do the news.
Okay, right then. News. Nico Rosberg, of course the F1 driver who won the World Championship in 2016, has announced that he will make his F1 return if they bring back Kyle Army and have a race in Las Vegas. Would you like to see him back? Clearly you would, wouldn't you?
Well, actually, I don't know, to be honest, because, I mean, I stand by the fact that Hamilton would not have won the championship last year if Rosberg had been driving the Mercedes. But do I want him back? I really don't know, because he might just be like Schumacher and be not very good if he makes a return. So, probably no, I don't want him
to be
back.
honest, it's pretty unlikely it's going to happen, isn't it? I mean, Kyle Army's not really likely to come back at all, and
No.
neither is Las Vegas going to... It's probably more likely Las Vegas will have a race, but anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, more news. The Suzuki Swift has been named as the most reliable car, and the Renault Clio is the least reliable. So, yeah.
That is
Not really interesting at all.
that is consumer advice. But anyway, if you watch this show for Forza, then you probably will just skip through the news because you really couldn't care less about all these cars that we talk about in real life. But if you're an adult, well, if you want to look for a new car, well, I went to look at the best new car deals, and well, all the good deals on new cars are on really crap cars. So if you want a good new car and you have a family, then buy last year's Volvo XC90.
Alright then. Is there any more news that you can think of?
Well, you were going to talk about that Alfa Romeo, weren't you?
Oh yeah, the new 2018 Alfa Romeo 4C, it is now a coupe and it's been slightly trimmed in some manner of way. It's pretty much like the same car, 1.74 litre, 1.7 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. Normally what Alfa put into the car is quite a lot, with a 6-speed dual clutch automatic. And to be honest, it does look very nice and all, but I'm not too sure of it. I'll just have to wait until maybe it's into one of the Forza games. It's most likely to be in Forza Horizon 4. It's going to be in Forza Motorsport 7. But anyway, it does look very nice, to be honest.
Yeah, well, if it is...
I don't know, I can't really tell what is too much of the difference though, but it just looks more striking. I don't know if it's longer or something, I don't know.
It looks more like a track car, sort of a racer with its new features.
But
But
it kind of does look like the 8C, I think. Because the problem with the 4C is it was quite short in terms
and
of
very
length, but
wide.
quite wide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if it is on Forza Horizon 4, one of us will review it next series. But anyway, there isn't really any more news, apart from the fact it is Takuma Sato's birthday, who he won the Indy 500 last year. But anyway, and Kieran's got... Oh.
Shit.
Why are you driving like a 17-year-old?
Well, I mean, it's pretty much themed, isn't it? Because that's what we're going to be doing next. Anyway, Marco will introduce you to that. Well, I'm just going to drive about like an idiot.
Okay, so we're all under 17. Kieran, FJ, and me. And, well, soon we will have to buy a car. So we decided to go on Forza Horizon 3 and see which is the best car if you are a 17-year-old.
I'm guessing my colleagues are going to be very angry with me being really late. And
Right.
I'm now.
Oh, our third colleague is here in what looks like a Subaru. No, it's a Ford Sierra Cosworth. It's a Ford Sierra Cosworth.
You are completely wrong again. First
Okay.
of all, it was on the other side of the world, and it is a Ford. Oh, what has happened there?
FJ's kind of fallen off.
I'm okay.
I am in a Ford Falcon GT, which is actually, I believe, only made in Australia, which is why it was very hard to find my car insurance, which will be revealed later.
Oh, God.
But anyway, I see you have gone for a Toyota Corolla. Is it?
It is a later version of the Corolla called the Sprinter. It's a sports car, so it's very good. FJ has gone
And
for
our
a
colleague-
Honda Civic.
Oh, slightly family car and chav car. So, of course, I have now picked the best car because this is a very fast car.
I
being
agree
honest.
it is. So,
It is a muscle car. Anyway, we're just going to be
Gentlemen,
waiting.
gentlemen, a challenge has arrived. It says, you will line up on the 3 wooden planks and do a race from 0 to 60 and back to 0 again before hitting the edge of the building. So,
Oh.
how
Okay.
hard can that be? In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god, I'm not gonna make it.
God, oh God. No. Who's gone the furthest?
Yeah, FJ's gone the furthest.
I'm kind of stuck. Help.
I don't believe you have got to 0 to 60 yet, Foz, by the way.
I fell off and it reset me up there.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna have to
I
do
need
that
some
challenge
help,
again
please.
just to see.
The producers told us that we'd failed and we had to do it again, but this time we'd only have to get up to 50 miles per hour. 3, 2, 1, go! 40, 50.
Yes. I have just won. Yeah, where actually have you? Oh, he's actually landed. Oh, did you get reset? Let's be honest. You did get reset, probably. Oh no, you didn't. He actually landed it, but he still was so far
Oh,
ahead.
someone
and
sent me things on Instagram.
What year is your car from?
1992, so it's just after the Sierra Cosworth, where the Belgians made a great car, while Germans made very bad cars because of the fall of the German Wall, or Berlin Wall, or German Wall. But anyway, we're just going to wait for our colleague, who is making a lot of clatter.
Right, I've
He's
off
been
my
an
social
idiot.
media. The pictures weren't zoomed in enough for me to be able to see many good
Well-
things, but anyway. So,
Once our colleague joined us, we waited for the new challenge, and he destroyed our new cars.
the next challenge
Get out
is...
of there. You've just
Terrible.
destroyed my.
You-
You just destroyed my great car.
You will try and attract girls. You will drive to the Surfers Paradise Festival and fit your cars out in ways that will attract
Oh,
the
for
ladies.
God's sake!
Right then, so we will pick that film up later on. But anyway, a couple of weeks ago, we raced a Formula 1 car against a Formula E car, and the Formula E car actually won. However, we aren't really big fans of electric cars, even if they are the
Wait, what?
future.
I am.
Well, they're not the future, and they are rubbish, and we should burn all of them. Especially, well, actually, the i8's acceptable, but Kieran will now explain why electric cars are not as good as you might think.
So, I am literally just on my day to work, and you may be interested in the car that I am actually in, which is a BMW i8. Because I am actually quite fond of electric cars. I drive this about every day I go to work with that idiot that I, of course, am unpleasurably having to do a series with. And look at this idiot right in front of me. And out of the way. But to be honest, the car is quite understated because it actually is quite a very interesting car indeed. And it's not also just for comfortability and for the environment, it is also pretty much quite a fast car. So far, I've pretty much found speeds of, like, supercars, so it's actually a pretty good car in my books, I think. Marco says a lot of shit as I just drove into a dustbin. But Marco has said a lot of shit about this car already, which is actually some good stuff. But what he said most of the time about electric cars is that they're not very much for the future at all. But I think they are. They are very interesting indeed, and it is a good idea considering that we will one day run out of the fuel source that we need. Petrol. Right, so you've seen me drive it while about in the city, but how is it as a racetrack car? Because BMW are known to make pretty much sports cars, the M5s, M whatevers, a lot of BMWs ending with M and a number. But anyway, let's test this i8. How good is it? It is a hybrid car, so that doesn't mean it's fully electric car, so maybe I'm expecting quite a bit of speed. So let's go find out. That is actually pretty good for an electric car. A little bit of a spin there, but we're already away here. Nearly up to 100 miles per hour already with an electric car. Well, it's not properly electric car, but it's a hybrid car. And the reason for this is because it's got 357 brake horsepower, which is very good for this electric hybrid pile of somethingness. But I don't think it is a pile of somethingness now. I think it's actually pretty good. We're getting up to 169 miles per hour now. This is really good for this electric car. Oh my god. I actually tried to drift right now, didn't go too much well. But actually, this car I've found so far is actually to be good in terms of steering. Maybe that's to do with the amount of, well, let's say not much power in the car. Well, a small amount of it. It is still pretty good. But this car actually does turn pretty well, to be honest, for a car that... And the reason for that is because it is all-wheel drive, and that helps quite a lot. Also, talking about the engine, it is actually not really... It doesn't say what kind of engine it is. It calls it an i3, which I don't really know much about at all. So I kind of wanted to research that a bit, and I did. So, I did research what an i3 engine is, and actually it's a straight-3 engine, which seems quite simple. But it just seems a bit dodgy, to be honest. I've never seen anything like it ever. Well, I probably just haven't looked enough at cars, to be honest. But that's all really I have to say about the car, because I can't really talk about it being an electric car, because it isn't. So we've looked at a hybrid car, but now let's look at proper electric cars. So, this car right here is the Tesla Model S, or it's quite a weird name to be honest, and it has much more brake horsepower than the BMW i8, 532 brake horsepower to be exact, but there is one disadvantage. Of course, it only has 1-speed transmission, because it is a proper electric car, so of course it's going to really struggle to get up to that speed. Like the BMW i8, it is all-wheel drive, but there is a big difference, of course, because this is a 5-door sedan, not what the i8 is, which is pretty much a sports car. And, well, one other thing to say is that the sound is absolutely disastrously annoying, just like most electric cars. But, of course, it brings back with it speed, which we should test now.
So, we did test out the speed of the car, but instead of just having it on its own, we decided to compare the hybrid car speed with the proper electric car speed.
So, after the washing machine readied up, we decided that it was time to do the hybrid versus the electric car, considering there is no more other cars. So, really, slightly, this feature was pretty much a waste, but we're just going to finish it off here. Well, I am ready. I don't know if the Yobbo who did the filming with me last series with the Lamborghini Finny is also ready. Also, shut up who was ever in there, because we don't want to know who you are. You might be the stick, who knows. Anyway, let us go. 3, 2, 1. Maybe a bit of delay, I don't know, because the mics are very stupid, and I am already winning here. The i8 so much more fast in terms of acceleration, but the Tesla is getting some ground here. That brake horsepower is definitely going to bring something in. It's quite equally matched here. Will the hybrid or the electric car win here? Very close indeed, but I am still ahead. Who's going to win it here? Oh, I think it's the hybrid that just has enough speed. This i8 is glorious in every way. 171 miles per hour, and yes, the hybrid.
I can't go above 265.
The hybrid is much better than the electric car. How surprising. Not at all. Because the hybrid is just much better, has more gears, while that electric car is just shooting off because it only has one. And it is very hard to slow down. But anyway, that just concludes the feature here, and it is time to go back to the studio.
Are we putting those around our track then?
No point. There's literally no point.
Is it because they aren't the future?
Well, in some way they're not, but some others they are. I mean, some of them I do like, especially the one I'm in right now.
Yes,
but,
that's a good car.
No, not really. Not really. Probably this IA is the only really one that's credible.
We need to get back to our film on cars for a 17-year-old. FJ and I have done our cars. I will talk you through what I've done. I've got a new livery. I've done something to my bumper, which makes it look nice. Nothing to the rear, so the exhaust is prominent, because women love a big exhaust. Then I've got some side skirts. Then I've got something on my bonnet. I don't know, you can't really see it. There you go. I've got a thing. And then I've got a new livery, which is, don't even know what it is. So what else have I done to the car? Apart from nose upgrades, I've literally just done nothing, basically. Still exactly the same car. So now, one of my colleagues is sorting out legal issues because of the end of the last series. The other one is doing other things. Ooh, that is an interesting livery. That is a decent livery, I have to admit. Mine's nicer. With no Kieran, we got very, very, very bored. That is how you park. Ooh, there's a person on the beach. Our colleague is tragically missing. Why don't we go and break his car? Yes! No! How? No, that... Wait, is Kieran dead? Yes, he's down. FJ's done it. Kieran is in FJ. Kieran is inside FJ, and FJ is inside something else. Okay, so, we're 17-year-olds, so it's inevitable we're going to crash, roll, and damage our car in many different ways. So, the producers have told us to turn on simulation damage and drive it from a certain point into a brick wall. And then we'll be given further instructions. So basically, you don't want to have a good launch. So let's see who's going to destroy their car the most. Here we go.
Just drive into the studio wall, alright?
I'm driving into the wall.
No, wait. Our colleague braced for it. Is it... Have you done it?
I've hit the wall.
Did it hurt? Did it hurt really badly?
It has hurt my car a little bit.
I mean yourself.
Oh, I'm
I
fine.
mean, there's only one way to find out, Kieran.
Yeah.
Oh, my colleagues are
already
doing
showing how fast my
simultaneous.
car is compared to FJ's.
That's
but it
not
doesn't
a good
matter
thing.
anyway. That is a good thing. Yes. Hopefully this has ruined my car. Which is not something you say every day.
What else do 17-year-olds do? Yeah, they like going to festivals. So you will drive to the Byron Bay Festival now with the damage you've received. 3, 2, 1, go!
Loss of power. Very big loss of power, which is not good at all.
Oh! Bloody hell. The
I'm
suspension's
catching
just
FJ
broken.
despite my broken car, although
I've
I
just
believe he has
spun.
been going
Oh no,
off-road
I've lost so
and
much
crashing as
time.
well. Our very slow colleague
have to
in
hope
his
my colleagues
old,
have many
old
different
Toyota
accidents.
Corolla, which is a absolute... Yet again, he's picked,
It's not-
he has picked a prehistoric car yet again.
Yeah,
So
well,
you are in a
we
very
learned last
prehistoric car.
series in episode 3 that old hatchbacks are better than new hatchbacks. So are we going to learn here that this
This
old
is
car...
not a hatchback.
I don't care, it's still better.
Oh, well, okay, we are now onto the road because there is no other way to get to the Byron Bay Festival, I believe, although there is one route, but I can't remember where that is. So now me and FJ are just going to duel it on the road. Which...
Can someone do it? Can you two do a favour and take each other out?
No, we're not
Oh,
going to
who
do
the hell
I've
is
crashed
Dice?
myself into a BMW.
Who is Dice at Subster?
Why is... Oh, cock. by crashing into those cars.
Loving-
Crash, FJ, ruin your car.
Well, it doesn't matter that this idiot is there because he doesn't know what we're doing. He's not going to affect us. Now we're just going to get there.
Oh yes, I'm catching up to FJ. Under braking, my car is slipping.
It does not help it's raining. 17-year-olds, when they drive in the rain, they will tend to crash and
Wait,
die.
hang on. Why are we round here? We've gone the bloody long way. Oh god.
Oh, God. Please, power! Come on, Toyota. Give everything you've got.
Wait, what? I've ended up on the other side of bollards. This is very
I've just
bad.
broken the
Bye.
drive shaft. I've broken my drive.
Oh, for God's sake.
My route is very dangerous.
I'm 2.8 miles away.
2.8.
2.7 now. I've took that route where you go, because I ended up on the other side of the track, so I've had to...
Kieran, you cheated! You cheating dick!
How did I cheat? I went on the off-road bit.
Now, power.
It's gonna
Very
be me
close.
between Forza. I'm gonna slow down to give him a bit of an advantage, so that I'm not looking like an absolute cheat.
I've definitely crashed.
I am.
I'm dead.
Oh, the
no,
beast
fun.
shortcut did go very well.
Come on, power, 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 power. 1 mile away, 1 mile. All I've got to do, I can walk that to the
Why
bar.
did my
this is
controller
actually
disconnect?
close.
You just fast travelled there.
God,
You just
no,
fast
no.
travelled there.
This is going to be closer than the bit.
Close.
This is going to be closer than the bit.
Disqualify FJ for fast travelling to the actual location.
This is going to be closer than the thing from episode 1 with
I
the
took
rally
the
cars.
beach shot. I took the
No.
shortcut on the beach.
I've
Yes.
crashed into a tree. I've crashed into a tree.
Yes, I'm gonna be there. You did not
No, I
get
was
there.
there.
FJ, you
I was
fast
there.
travelled. You cheating
No, I
bugger.
didn't.
Yes, you did. You fast travelled
No,
there.
I
Also,
didn't.
yes, you did. You even implied it. Anyway, our stupid idiot is here, by the way, and that is FJ disqualified, and me bagging a 10 point. 10 points again.
Yeah, so at
Well-
the moment, it looks like we're going to have to go back to the studio to toss up all the scores. And I think I could have won that if I hadn't accidentally hit a tree.
So who won then that challenge?
Well, in the
Winning
first
at this
challenge,
moment.
you got 10, I got 5, FJ got nothing.
Yes.
Second challenge, well, the race to the festival, FJ got disqualified for cheating. You got 10 and I got 5. So that means that, well, if you are a teenager, the 1992 Ford Falcon with an upgraded turbo engine and
Yes.
awful livery is the best car for you.
Well, not just for me, but for everyone. And that livery is actually pretty good.
Yeah, well.
But anyway, what about the insurance as well? Because we
Oh.
kind of included that. So.
Oh yeah, and the original
Forgot about
costs, and the original cost, because mine originally cost 25,000 credits, which means I had a 5,000 credit upgrade budget, it was a 30k budget. But my insurance was actually £10,000 for 1 year.
Get.
So what was yours?
So you right? Okay, I can't remember what the original price was. I'll have a little look at that. But my insurance was actually 9,000. So I win that again.
Yes, which means the best car for a 17-year-old is, well, we didn't even have it in the studio, but it's a Ford Falcon. This is a Ford, that's good enough, which is Rolls. But so the best car for a teenager is a 1992 Ford
It's
Falcon.
been mentioned in a lot in this episode, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
It's been
very
plugged everywhere.
Very Ford themes, but yes, we must conclude the best car for a 17-year-old is the 1992 Ford Falcon. Oh, good night.